first and foremost, hello Christina, hello Karen, how y'all doing? Okay, now you want a video of me demonstrating something that I'm passionate about and kind of provide some type of instruction. I am definitely going to keep it close to home today, and I'm going to just demonstrate the kickboxing technique. I'm going to show the 1, 2, 3, followed by a roundhouse kick, and also too, if we have time, I will also show the 1, 2, 3, followed by a right knee. Now, one of the big things, and this is something that's extremely important to me, first and foremost, is that I share my passion to you, and my passion is martial arts. This one is going to be pretty natural, I think. One thing first and foremost is that you have to really make sure that you get into a solid fighting stance. Now, most people are right-handed, so I'm going to get into an orthodox stance. So that means I'm going to have my left foot forward, followed by my right foot underneath my shoulder in the shape of an L. I'm going to really make sure I focus on balance, so I'm not going to stand up too straight. I'm going to have a slight bend to my knees, followed by my hands nice and tucked in, chin down, eyes up. Now, a 1, as I do my 1, it doesn't really take any telegraphing. It's a simple rotation. I'm going to follow out with my hand all the way out, my hand rotated, palm down, back to my chin. Nice and simple. Now the 2 is a similar motion, like the 1, like a jab. The only difference is you're going to notice that I'm going to pick up my heel, pivot, and 2. Now, one thing that I always want to check as I throw my cross is just to make sure that my shoulder is lined up with my chin. Everything's in a nice straight line. My knee is turned inwards towards my lead leg. That means that I perfectly, properly pivoted, and now I'm going to go right back to my stance. Now, I'm going to follow the hook. Now, the one thing I like about the hook is that the hook is a very powerful punch, and it is your lead punch. Now, the one thing is that we have to really make sure that we do is make sure that we have our hook at a proper 90-degree angle. Now, once again, I know that I'm doing this correctly because my chin is in line with my shoulder. So right here, 1, 2, and pivot. Now right here, my knee is turned inwards. So I'm going to pivot out as I throw my 3 or my hook, and I'm going to bring my right hand back to my chin and back into my 5 stance. Now, the only thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a step, and I'm going to follow that with a roundhouse kick. Now, this is the cool thing about the roundhouse kick, is that with the roundhouse kick, you can completely finish the kick, even if you don't have a bag. So you're going to know what I'm going to do. 1, 2, pivot, 3, pivot, and right here I'm going to do a step, and it's going to be a 45-degree angle step, and I'm on the balls of my foot. Now right here I'm going to make sure I move out the way, because my friend's right there. So I am going to make sure that I'm going to spin, rotate, and kick. Now one thing is that once again, you don't need a bag to practice a kick. I'm going to be almost like a ballerina, and I'm just going to finish the kick. And I'm back to my final stance. So nice and quickly is 1, 2, 3, step, kick. Back to my final stance. So now that is one combination that you can do. A simpler combination that you're also going to do is a 1, 2, 3, and knee. Followed by knee. Now, the one thing that I want to talk about is how to do a proper knee. Oftentimes, you see people do a dab motion. It's kind of similar to a dab, and that's kind of like how I like to teach it. As I throw up my right knee, I'm going to make sure I make a dab motion with my left arm, and I'm going to chop my right arm down as I bring up my knee. And I'm back into my final stance, and you notice I have a slight lean. So once again, balance is key. I'm always checking my final stances to make sure I'm properly aligned. So one more time. 1, 2, pivot, 3 pivot, followed by a knee. And so one thing that you always can do, you can play around with the combinations. So if you wanted to, you could do a 1, 2, 3 step kick, followed by a knee. If you want to, you can do a 1 knee, a 1, 2, 3 knee, and you can freestyle. So, that's something that you can do in your free time. If you're really somebody that's really enthusiastic about learning some of the techniques that you use in class, and you're trying to practice those at home, even if you don't have the proper let me say the proper equipment. Because not everyone is going to be able to have a bag at home. So even if I have, no equipment, I can still practice something that I'm passionate about. So that's something that I wanted to share with you today. Now, one thing that I also want to say that I think is really important for people to know is that in everything in life, especially when it comes to something like that you're passionate about, you don't really get good at it instantly. It takes a lot of work. So I feel like it's the same thing when it comes down